All right, our reporter Slindelo Masekane joins me now from Pretoria. Slee, good afternoon to you. I mean, we heard there the chairperson of Umalusi saying that results, at least individual results, that is, should be ready by next week, Wednesday.
Certainly, the quality assurance body Umalusi has approved the release of the matric results next week. Of course, the NSC exam being the biggest exam that's administered at the end of the year in 2019. We had around 750,000 candidates, full-time and part-time, who sat for that particular exam. And the quality assurance body says that the importance of ensuring the quality of that particular exam is very critical, as it assures parents, employers, as well as higher education institutions that the standard, of course, and quality of that exam is reputable and is maintained. It did note a couple of issues around load shedding that affected a few of the exams, as well as a few protests in the Northern Cape, but nothing systematic that affected the quality of the exam. But for some reaction, I am joined by the Department of Basic Education spokesperson, Elijah Mhlanga. Thank you for joining us. Just your reaction in terms of the approval of the exam, but I think I want more detail around what the department is going to do in ensuring that some measures are put in place to improve the issues around maths.
Well, we are happy with the announcement that Umalusi has made in terms of approving our results. We've done a lot of work to make sure that the system is watertight, insofar as the security measures are concerned, but also preparing the learners for the examinations. We supported them using a variety of strategies and tactics, which we believe have paid off, because the exam was incident-free, except for a few things here and there where people tried to cheat by bringing in crib notes, cell phones, and things like those into the exam centers. But we caught them, recorded those, and told Umalusi about it. It's something that happens all the time. Insofar as improving maths, we're doing a lot. Remember, it's not just maths, it's technical maths as well as maths literacy. So we've introduced new subjects and expanded the offering around maths to make sure that a lot more learners take mathematics as a subject. So there is a grant. In fact, right now, even during the holidays, there were teachers who were going through training on how to teach maths. So we are training the teachers, because the secret is there. If the teachers are able to teach the subject properly and learners are able to grasp what they are being taught, chances are that the performance will also improve. So we are going to do a lot of work to improve. But the Minister, of course, will give more detail on this next week, Tuesday.
And looking forward with regards to the issue around a general exit certificate, a general education certificate, and issues around the pass mark of maths, what's the department's reaction on that? No,
the issue of the performance of maths as a subject is one that we've been working on. That's why we even have that unit, the Math Science and Technology Unit, DBE, and people have been appointed to pay special attention to the development of maths as a subject, how it is taught and how much time is allocated to it, the availability of teachers and material which should be used for teaching, and the additional time which should be given to the learners to understand maths so that they are able to pass an examination. So we are doing that. In terms of a general education certificate, that matter the Minister will also talk about next week in terms of the way forward. But we are going to be doing that because it will give us an opportunity to have another national assessment before grade 12, so that we don't just talk about grade 12 exams like we are doing now. We need to be able to talk about another assessment which is national, that will have taken place in grade 9. Because grade 9 is the official exit from the compulsory education phase in the basic education sector. It's not the end of school, but it's the exit of compulsory education in South Africa. So we need to understand that. So it's not exit from school, but exit from the compulsory phases. So we are going to be doing a lot more work to make sure that we develop that assessment and make sure that it works for the whole country.
Any hints on who's taken top place in top performing province?
If I were a minister, I would tell you. Unfortunately, I'm not a minister, therefore it's not my job. I know what's happened. I'm not going to help you with that. We are going to be briefing the President right now, straight from this interview, this afternoon. So he will know. I can't tell the nation if the president doesn't know. So we need to follow protocol and do the right thing all the time. Thank you.
All right. Okay. I tried, Dumelo. I tried. Elijah is remaining tight-lipped, so I think we're going to have to wait till next week for that announcement from the Basic Education Engineer Mutsikha, who will be releasing the 2019 matric results. Back to you.
And you know what, Lee, I'm sure all matriculants just can't wait to get the results and know how they performed. I can only imagine how anxious and nervous they are, of course, ahead of the results. But thank you so much, colleague Slindelo Masekane, joining us, of course, after the briefing that we've heard from the Umalusi, that's the quality assurer, as well as the spokesperson from the Department of Basic Education, Elijah Mhlanga.